going on, everyone? So today we have to talk about FLOKI. Right now, FLOKI is up 20% in the last 24 hours. So we're going to talk about what happened here with FLOKI, and we're going to talk about where I believe it's about to go. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely do your own research, but let's go straight into this. So currently, as you can see, the price of FLOKI is at 20.7% in the last 24 hours. In the last 7 days, 26%. In the last 30, 16%. So still down for the last year of 22%. But recently, FLOKI has been pumping. And as you can see, the 24-hour trading volume for FLOKI has now increased to $470 million. So that's pretty big increase for FLOKI here. Before all this happened, it was trading with like 80 million in trading volume. And then before all this happened, the week prior, it was like 30 million in trading volume. So this is a significant increase for FLOKI, a large increase in trading volume. So that's pretty good. Now the market cap is above $1 billion. It's at $1 billion in market cap. So that's pretty good. But yeah, FLOKI is in a pretty good position. But the main reason it started to pump is this. So the first FLOKI ETP goes live in Europe. So a ETP is almost like an ETF, but a ETP is an exchange traded fund, whereas a ETF is exchange traded fund, and an ETP is exchange traded product. So they're having it as a product in here. So that's pretty interesting, and it's going live inside of Europe. So that's pretty big. Now it's making FLOKI the first and only BNB chain project to secure an ETP listing besides BNB itself. So this is actually pretty big. So somehow FLOKI did it, but I think it's because they already had some type of good backing to them, because right before that, they actually got listed to Robinhood on October 1st. So very recently, they have been listed to Robinhood Legend. So this is pretty big that you can trade FLOKI on there now as well. So maybe this is part of the reason that they were able to get an ETP inside of Europe. So yeah, that's pretty good. It says the product named Valor FLOKI, SEK, and issued by Valor, is listed on the Spotlight stock market and gives institutions and retail users secure and regulated exposure to FLOKI. So this is like a European stock market. And it says this milestone is a testament to FLOKI's rapidly accelerating adoption and marks the first of many regulated products expected to drive FLOKI adoption among key institutional and retail players. So that's pretty big. So yeah, it's on the Spotlight exchange. So that's huge. You can see a lot of money goes through a bunch of different exchanges as well for FLOKI. So FLOKI is probably going to do good if they keep, being innovative and coming up with new things, new listings as the bull market goes on. And they've been able to actually keep a big fan base. They've been able to actually keep a lot of people to interact with their posts. So some of the posts don't get as many views as others, but they've been able to keep it up whenever they post something on their main channel. So I think that FLOKI could have some potential for this bull run. And again, I mentioned this in all the videos. There's so many gems, you guys cannot catch all of them. There's so many. It's like Pokemon. You can't catch them all, right? So you cannot catch all of these gems unless you're a literal millionaire. You're just putting like 1,000 in each of them. So very hard to catch all these crypto gems, okay? So just pick a few and leave it at that. Like if FLOKI is not your thing, cool. If SHIB isn't your thing and I make a video on SHIB, cool. Like I'm just tracking the prices here, and I'm doing some technicals and also going over the fundamental stuff as well. But if this is not a gem for you, do yourself a favor and pick something that you're more so inclined to hold long term, right? That's what it's all about. What projects are you more comfortable with holding? Okay, some people might not be comfortable with holding something like FLOKI because of the past performance, but in my opinion, it has been performing decently as of recently. So that's pretty good. And while everything was doing crazy downtrends, it was going up hard in the market, and then it would come back all the way down, but then it would go up hard again. But it's kind of like the same thing with Baby Doge. how it's kind of inside of the same realm as Baby Doge, right? So a problem Baby Doge has is it pumps a lot, but then it dumps back to the original price. And FLOKI hasn't 100% done that yet. Lowest it's gotten recently in 2025 is all the way down at that point, and you can see, it has been creating new higher lows, right? From 2022 on to 2023, this is a higher low than that, and then this right here is a higher low than that. Then this right here is a higher low than back there. Now it's kind of creating higher lows right now. So I think it has some type of bullish structure right now. All the lows look higher and higher and higher. So let's go ahead and pull it up on TradingView. So yeah, you can clearly see it on TradingView when you open it. So it's clear as day whenever you look at it on TradingView. So yeah, FLOKI is in a very good uptrend at this point. So I'm pretty excited to see where it goes next. Now, this could be a little bit arguable, so you can't really make like a wedge pattern here. Maybe you could call this a wedge pattern, but I wouldn't do that. It's not like a structured one, right? It's not structural. It would have to be similar to like this if it was like an actual structural pattern. But what we do have is a confirmed trend line, and this uptrend line is confirmed. So you can see here and here and here. So whenever we hit it 3 times, that's when it confirms, right? So it's hit it 3 times, has created higher lows here, as you can see. This is the daily chart, by the way. And then now you can see the highs are also getting higher. So hypothetically speaking, the next high should be pretty high, right? So it should be pretty high for FLOKI, the next high. So let's just say something like this. If we were to follow this pattern right here on FLOKI, maybe pull that up a little bit to touch the top of there. So yeah, if we were inside of an insane pattern with FLOKI, then we should see something like this where we take off and then we get all the way up to here and kind of extend it out and probably maybe reach here. So we're either looking at 2 different levels, right? We can just go straight up and do something like this and touch the top of that pattern here, which nothing ever goes straight up. So let's be completely honest with ourselves here. This might not happen, which would be a 0.00019. Currently, we're at 0.00010. So that would be a pretty significant pump from where we are now, actually. And I can actually tell you guys what that would look like. So that would be a significant pump. That would be 90%, almost 100. But if we kept going, then it would be about 125% if we kept going. So there's that. So I think we could see some higher prices here in FLOKI, possibly up to 0.00023. So this is the level that I'm really targeting right now with FLOKI. If we are to actually follow in this pattern right here, then yeah, we should have an increase that either brings us to 0.00023, and that is up here at this Fibonacci, or this one right here at 0.00019. So those are the 2 levels that we are watching out here for FLOKI. So let me know what you guys think about this. As for all the technical indicator stuff, the percent R trend exhaustion here has just almost bottomed out. Well, really kind of has bottomed out with both the short term and the long term trend. Notice how this one right here is shorter than this one. Like this one's up higher. So the low on the percent R trend exhaustion looks like it's getting a little bit higher. So this could be the indication that we are going to be on some type of uptrend here. Like what if we have something like this where we go through and then boom, we just break out and keep going. That is a possibility. It's kind of how it happens on the percent R trend exhaustion all the time. So there's a possibility that happens like that again, right? Now, on the MACD, we are starting to see some buying pressure, and it's looking very similar to this, kind of similar to how the percent R trend exhaustion had the same type of structure. This is a lot lower, as you can see right here. This one's lower than this one, so we're seeing higher lows here on the MACD, the same that we've seen with the percent R trend exhaustion, and the same thing that we're also seeing on the actual charts. We're seeing the lows are becoming higher. So that is a good sign for us for FLOKI to take off pretty soon. So yeah, FLOKI is showing some good bullish signals. Coming over to here to the 4-hour chart though, on the percent on our training option on the 4-hour, it is overbought, overextended to the upside, and now you can see it kind of curving downward. So there is a risk of a pullback before it keeps going. But if you think about it, it has a good amount of time to reach this level here. That at the top of there is December 15th. So sometime around mid-December, it could end up hitting that level up there. And if it goes just straight up from here, then you could see it by like October, like late October, or I mean mid-October, somewhere around like October 7th, October 8th, if we were just to go almost straight up, right? But if not, if it takes a while, then we can watch out for like sometime December to reaching these levels. So, I mean, the bullish sentiment here for FLOKI isn't as bullish as a lot of other projects. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I don't like to lie in my videos and be like, hey, it's going to the moon. Hey, go. Like, if we were to look at this by mid-December, it goes up 120%. That's still pretty good. A lot of projects aren't going to do that. And that is in about 2 months. So a lot of projects aren't going to go up by 120% in 2 months. A lot of projects are going to go up slow. They're going to go up like 10, 20%. Some of them are going to pull back. So if FLOKI actually does this, then that's actually pretty good because a lot of projects won't do that. So it's still pretty good by December. And see, I'm of the notion that this bull market ends by the end of this year or the beginning of next year. So I'm kind of a little biased here, but yeah, I think this is still a good thing for FLOKI because after that, it could just take off from there and create new highs. So that would be the overall goal for FLOKI, to just take off and create new highs after breaking out of this pattern right here, just going off and just going crazy. And this is a better view, a way better view. Looking at it from the weekly chart, you can kind of see it more holistically. Let's take off this little third grade level drawing. So yeah, let's take that off. But yeah, that would be pretty nice. So yeah, going up to there about 120%. If it were to go up to previous all-time highs, let's see. Yeah, previous all-time highs, it would be a 230%, creating new all-time highs at the next Fibonacci resistance at the top there, 410%. So, there's potential here. It's just how high do you think that FLOKI can go? It just depends. Hey, does FLOKI do a huge 4, 5, maybe 10x, or does it only go up 2x, right? Because the top of this pattern is 2x. So we gotta hope, we just gotta hope that, this bull market extends further into next year. That's pretty much what that means. Because this right here is the end of December. This area right here is the end of December. So this is all I pretty much got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you like the video. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about it. And as always, I'll be back with another video.